Here's Camillo with fairway metal.
Low burner. We're not really seeing him take that mock practice where he tries to make a little bit of a bigger turn, longer backswing. Seems like he's abandoned that the last few holes, Mark.
Went to that little Stricker.
Well, usually very reliable with that little right to left tee shot, but just has not hit it on the button today. This is a good tee shot here, but not used to seeing Strick hit it on the bottom of the club and kind of.
Mahan bogeyed the 18th. He dropped back to -1. This is the tee hole on 1.
It's like it's leaking a bit right.
That's 2 of those in a row. The second shot up the first. Up the his second, Bill.
Yeah, 182 yards, and utilizing that slope like Zach did was certainly an option. And this one turning towards the flagstick, very nicely shaped.
Beautifully shaped that right into the area where Retief was. Second shot on the first. He's 10th hole from 150 yards, Camillo.
About 10 paces over that front right bunker right at this hole.
This putt as it first appears.
You're right, Billy. We did see it earlier. Retief and Camilo make these putts. They move slightly to the right, but not nearly as much as you would think.
And against the ropes here.
Really scrambling. He's missed the last 2 fairways and is paying the price.
Pretty much broke. Not this man, though. Not this man.
Oh, yes.
That putt looked good the entire way.
Absolutely.
And the way that the fairway sits to the players, even from this elevated tee, it just kind of looks like you're just hitting into a big wall of green. Ooh, this is just absolutely blistered up that right-hand side, trying to turn left. Very nice.
That's been 2 very sound tee shots. Up to the green.
Must make here.
I'll play down the right-hand side. Solid, really solid.
His last 2 golf swings, Billy, have looked a lot better. Really swinging better through it and keeping the body moving.
Here in the par 5 second.
Hit a good drive here. It is reachable into. Really needs to regroup here and get back on track.
Gosh darn it.
Doesn't appear that that one will be hitting the fairway. Looks like it's wide right.
All depend on birdies in the scorecard. Just gave up one of those with a bogey on his first hole, though, the 10th. Driver from the par 5 second.
Lines look a little crossed up here, Mark. Feet are a bit closed, hips, shoulders a bit open.
Matched all those up pretty nicely over there. That is in the mayor's office down the second hole. Hello?
Sweet.
Really interesting how he's abandoned what he was working on earlier in the round. And funny thing is, he's starting to actually hit it a lot better. Less thinking. And
To the first and strict second, Bill.
Yeah, good angle to this back right hole location. 140 yards. Really decent line right here.
Because we skip up to the second, and the second for Camillo on the way. 240. Taking a swipe at the par 5 and 2.
can be a very
Par 5 second, and the goose with the long iron on the way.
wants it to hang on, heading a bit left.
A little bit left.
Not much there.
Yeah, that's going to be just fine. Goose -1.
The right to left putts, the ones he has missed, he hasn't hit them with enough speed.
The second, the third shot for Mahan.
Dead aim at this one. These greens so receptive, it's like playing darts. Not really his best wedge attempt there. blade, you can tell right here that his blade was wide open. And just looked like it got a little sticky right there. You see that divot come up. Needed to be a little more aggressive through the hitting area to get that ball all the way to the hole.
We only had a tough bunker shot back at the 17th. That was a tough one on a par 5. This one not as tough. And that's a pretty good result.
Looking well left of this hole. Moving, this putt moving to his right. Well, definitely.
This one also. This is a pretty easy read right here. Well, I think they're probably a half a foot, maybe a foot slower.
The John Deere Classic. Retief Goosen to get to 3 under.
And he learned from Hunter, putt moving the right the entire way. Not a very good up short.
I like the wind moving in that direction towards the flag stick. So starting at the center of the green is a great start line. This ball starts to move to the right. And the players can only see. Crept in to Strick. A little upset that he didn't birdie that par 5, and this one needs to hang on. Hang on. Ooh, that's a hard kick, and that looks like it.
Tee at the 4th, and Camilo Villegas just 2 shots back.
See that large oak tree in the middle of the fairway, so basically you have a double fairway. You can go up the right side or up the left side.
We've seen 63, 64. We've seen a 59 shot on day 1 here before. It was Paul Goydes back in 2010. Mahan.
Looks like he's choosing to go right of that tree, and he does. That is perfect. Grant looks like he's taking dead aim at that tree.
The golf shirt of Steve Stricker, that wet. But that went up the hill, and again, these little collars, they're kind of.
Villegas.
Blind. Second shot from 181 yards.
I think he liked it.
You can barely see it.
Wow. He's
And
going to
he
like
should.
it. What he do?
John has to be a little careful with the speed. From that area right there, it starts quickening as it releases down the hill.
3 putt here. Goosen second at the 4th.
Better look at it. Little slinger. Another one he doesn't like. Looks like he left it out to the way right.
Ooh.
That is wide right.
Heads up.
Might be in the long stuff.
To the west of us, and that looks very, very ominous right now. Very dark over there.
The dark clouds in the offing. You got a good look at it there. And now the second for Mahan at 4.
Ball below the feet, pin left. Really not a good combo.
Third shot, he bent. Look at him bending down to see if he can see it.
Hope he made sure that it's his golf ball.
That's a good point.
Really, the key here is going to take a big swing. Got to keep the speed up.
This could go anywhere, couldn't it?
And it actually did. Making a mess out of being in the middle.
Well, he doesn't sleep. Yeah.
And I guess they've reported lightning 9 miles away.
Yikes. Billy, we're looking at Hunter Mahan's shirt here at the 4th green, just off it, and it's beginning to whip.
Very surprised with that choice club there. You really can't